true love doesn't follow rules, and these 15 LGBTQ+ couples are living proof.
There's not a single thing in my life that I've ever been 100%.
Through fame, challenges, and public pressure, they've stayed together, stronger than ever. Their stories aren't just about romance, they're about courage, joy, and loving fearlessly in a world that doesn't always make it easy. Colton Underwood's coming out in 2021 shook reality television fans. Once the poster boy of heterosexual romance on The Bachelor, Colton revealed a more vulnerable truth that he was gay and finally ready to live authentically. Amid the whirlwind of headlines and public reaction, Jordan C. Brown entered the picture not as a rebound or a publicity move, but as Colton's anchor. Jordan, a respected political strategist and LGBTQ+ advocate, offered calm guidance and genuine partnership. The couple married in 2023 in a beautiful, joy-filled celebration that blended Hollywood glitz with heartfelt sincerity. By 2025, Colton and Jordan are more than husbands, they're advocates. They've launched mental health initiatives focused on LGBTQ+ youth, spoken at conferences about coming out later in life, and openly discussed the struggles and triumphs of building a queer identity in the public eye. Their story is proof that even in the most unexpected places, love can grow and flourish when rooted in truth. We didn't just build a family, we built a life. Together since 2004 and married in 2014, Neil and David are practically the gold standard for gay celebrity couples. They're not just two actors in love, they're parents, best friends, business partners, and endlessly supportive of each other's careers. Living in New York City with their twins, Gideon and Harper, the family lives a relatively grounded life despite the fame. They vacation together, co-host parties, and even perform together on occasion. Through all of life's chaos, they keep each other laughing. Timeless love, 32 years apart. When Sarah, now 50, and Holland, currently 82, went public with their relationship in 2015, the media had a field day. But nearly a decade later, their love is stronger than ever. Sarah often praises Holland's intelligence and sense of humor, while Holland calls Sarah the brightest soul I've ever known. Their age difference has never defined them instead. It's their emotional connection, mutual admiration, and creative spirit that hold them together. From Broadway co-stars to loving dads. They met while performing in The Boys in the Band in Broadway, and later on Netflix, and the chemistry was undeniable. Took, who already had 2 children via surrogacy, found a perfect partner in Andrew. The couple has since embraced family life, blending parenting with performing and becoming a poster couple for modern gay families. Whether attending school events or award shows, they bring joy and stability to everything they do. We were best friends before we were anything else. Ben and Noah share not only a love story, but a shared Broadway legacy. Both starred in Dear Evan Hansen, and their friendship turned into romance after the curtain closed. Engaged in 2022, the two have continued performing, creating music, and making each other laugh in 2025. They've talked about wanting a small wedding and possibly starting a family. Their relationship is low drama, high love, a rare gem in celebrity culture. Billy Porter's journey has never been easy, but it has always been radiant. A Tony and Emmy winner, fashion icon, and unapologetic truth teller, Billy has faced some of life's hardest challenges, including childhood trauma, discrimination, and publicly revealing his HIV-positive status. But through every triumph and every heartbreak, one person has remained constant: Adam Smith, his husband, since 2017. Their relationship is not built on red carpet glamour, though. They've had plenty of that. It's built on resilience, trust, and unshakable love. Adam has supported Billy through career highs and emotional lows, quietly standing behind the spotlight while being the emotional pillar Billy needed most. In 2025, the couple continues to advocate for LGBTQ+ visibility, mental health, and the power of healing. Billy and Adam prove that love isn't just romantic, it's enduring, especially when it's tested by life's storms. a love that breaks the binary. Elliot Page's public coming out as transgender in 2020 was a turning point not just for him, but for millions of people around the world. When he and May Martin, who identifies as non-binary, began dating in 2023, it felt like a moment of magic. Both have spoken openly about gender identity, mental health, and queer joy. In 2025, they remain one of the most powerful and refreshingly authentic couples in the entertainment world, frequently using their platforms to advocate for trans rights and queer visibility. Some of these couples have split, others never tied the knot, but their love stories still left a mark. Which couple stood out to you the most? Drop a comment below. A beautiful love that survived heartbreak. Ricky and Juan's relationship took a heartbreaking turn in 2023 when they announced their separation after 6 years of marriage. But time, reflection, and shared parenting slowly brought them back together. In 2025, they are reportedly reconciled and focusing on co-parenting their 4 children while rekindling their bond away from the spotlight. It's a quiet second chapter built on healing and maturity that fans are cheering for. What started as a quiet spark on the set of Orange is the New Black evolved into one of the most touching love stories in modern queer history. Lauren Morelli, then a writer for the hit Netflix series, was coming to terms with her identity while crafting stories about self-discovery. Amid that journey, she met actress Samira Wiley, who portrayed the beloved Pusey Washington. Their connection was immediate, honest, and deeply personal. Lauren's decision to come out while working on the show was courageous and life-altering. As she embraced her truth, Samira stood beside her, offering unwavering support and joy. The two married in a stunning 2017 ceremony, surrounded by friends, family, and fellow creatives. In 2021, they welcomed their first child, a daughter who became the heart of their world. Today, in 2025, Samira and Lauren balance Hollywood and motherhood with grace. They remain refreshingly down to earth, choosing authenticity over flash. Their love is rooted in friendship, growth, and mutual respect, a reminder that when you live your truth, love often finds you. Power, passion, purpose. That's the energy Lena Waithe and Cynthia Erivo bring not just to their work, but to each other. Rumors of their romance began to swirl in 2023, but by 2025, there's no doubt these two are a force. Lena, an Emmy-winning writer and producer known for her unflinching storytelling, and Cynthia, a powerhouse actress and singer with a Tony, Grammy, and an Oscar nomination to her name, are redefining what queer Black excellence looks like. Though intensely private, they don't shy away from showing up for one another, whether it's Cynthia cheering Lena's new show at a premiere, or Lena proudly sharing Cynthia's performance on social media. They are each other's cheerleaders, collaborators, and quiet sanctuary. In a world obsessed with oversharing, Lena and Cynthia let their legacy speak louder than words. They're not just lovers, they're trailblazers who uplift, protect, and empower. Together, they remind us that love isn't always loud, but it is always powerful. When Emmy-nominated actress Niecy Nash surprised the world in 2020 by announcing her marriage to musician Jessica Betts, it wasn't just another Hollywood headline, it was a cultural moment. Known for her roles in Claws and Reno 911, Niecy had always been seen as a straight ally. But her love for Jessica wasn't about label sit, was about truth. She simply followed her heart. Since then, Niecy and Jessica have become a beacon for queer Black love, joyful, proud, and fearless. From performing together on stage to laughing their way through interviews, the couple radiates a chemistry that's playful, supportive, and deeply rooted in friendship. In 2025, they continue to walk red carpets hand in hand, releasing music, telling their love story in interviews, and showing the world that queer love can be bold, beautiful, and revolutionary. Their union isn't just romantic, it's trailblazing. JoJo Siwa burst into the spotlight with bows, glitter, and unshakable confidence, but she's grown up, and her evolution has inspired millions. Now, in her early 20s, JoJo is more self-assured than ever, and her romance with Outer Banks star Madison Bailey feels like the perfect match for her energy. After months of speculation, JoJo and Madison confirmed their relationship in early 2025, and ever since, they've embraced the spotlight with a refreshing honesty. Their TikToks are playful and candid, their interviews sincere and filled with admiration for one another. To Gen Z queer youth, they're role models not because they're perfect, but because they're real. In a world that often tries to silence or shame young LGBTQ+ people, JoJo and Madison live loudly, love freely, and remind everyone that the future of queer love is vibrant, joyful, and unapologetic. The world watched Lil Nas X come into his own with bold hits, boundary-pushing videos, and fearless queer representation. But behind the music and memes was a tender love story that started and paused with dancer Yai Ariza. The couple broke up in 2021, citing the pressures of fame and timing. Still, fans couldn't forget the chemistry they once shared. Fast forward to 2024, Nas and Yai began appearing at events together again, exchanging subtle glances and dance floor reunions. By mid-2025, they haven't confirmed anything official, but it's clear the spark never died. They're older now, wiser, and less interested in spectacle. Whether they're rebuilding as friends, partners, or something in between, their bond feels more deeply rooted in a shared past and a hopeful present. In a world obsessed with labels and certainty, Nas and Yai remind us that love doesn't always follow a script. Sometimes it's messy, complicated, and absolutely worth fighting for. Angelica Ross has long been a trailblazer in the fight for trans rights and representation. From her standout role in Pose to her leadership in tech and advocacy, she's one of the most respected voices in the movement. In Toni Michelle Williams, a fellow activist and dynamic community organizer, Angelica found not just love, but a partner in purpose. Together, they're rewriting the narrative of what it means to be Black, trans, powerful, and in love. They've co-launched programs supporting trans youth, led marches, and spoken truth to power in spaces that once excluded them. Their relationship is as intimate as it is impactful, a mix of late-night strategizing, shared dreams, and stolen moments of peace amid the chaos. In 2025, they continue to push boundaries and uplift others hand in hand. Their love isn't just romantic, it's revolutionary. They're proof that when love is rooted in justice, it becomes a force the world can't ignore. Jonathan Bennett made a generation swoon as Aaron Samuels in Mean Girls, but his real-life romance with James Vaughn is even more heartwarming than a Hollywood script. Their chemistry is electric, their joy contagious. When they tied the knot in 2022 in a dreamy beachside ceremony in Mexico, it felt like the ending and beginning of a perfect romantic comedy. James, a charismatic television host and creative, has been Jonathan's rock, collaborator, and best friend. Together, they've become one of LGBTQ+ media's most beloved power couple-shosting red carpet events, speaking at Pride festivals, and co-founding LGBTQ+ friendly travel experiences for couples like them. In 2025, their love hasn't dimmed, it's grown. Whether cuddled up on social media, dancing at charity galas, or filming cheerful travel vlogs, Jonathan and James radiate positivity. They're more than just a cute couple, they're a symbol of what it means to find joy, purpose, and home in another person.